Hatid namin ang mga balita tungkol sa inyo at para sa inyo. Ito po ang Balitang America. A new book written by a Filipina about her family's experiences as immigrants reflects the lives of many of our kababayans who are living in fear due to their legal status in America. Don Tagala has this story.
Her book is out of status. Not that her book is illegal or sold out, but that is the title of Jenjen Furer's debut book about her struggles, triumphs, and tragedies while chasing her American dream. It's a story about what she says is a broken U.S. immigration system that separates immigrant families apart because they were undocumented.
Everyone has an opinion about what it's like to be an illegal immigrant or what it's like to be deported or detained, but no one really knows what it is until you're actually in that situation. So we wanted everybody to know it.
Like many others, Jenjen came to the U.S. with a tourist visa in 1984 to find a better life because there were no jobs back home for many college graduates like her when she was 20 years old. Later in the 80s, her whole family, mom, dad, and 5 brothers, also came to the U.S. through tourist visas. Most of them found work after getting H-1B temporary workers visa. For 2 decades, they built their life in the U.S., paid their taxes, were good citizens, and never took advantage of public welfare. Furer says they even hired an immigration lawyer to find ways to legalize their stay in the U.S. after the H-1B expired. Jenjen was lucky to have found love and was married to an American citizen. But after spending thousands of dollars in lawyers' fees to legalize her family status, the INS knocked on their door simultaneously on October 2005. 2 of her brothers were arrested. Her mom and dad received notice of deportations.
I thought the world ended that day. I mean, I was already an American citizen that day. It was just as if the world stopped. I mean, you take for granted the little freedom that we have.
She hopes her book will make a difference in the immigration debates to come.
I think they should really sit down, and when they say they're going to reform it, they really have to reform it because it needs to be done. From my experience, sending a family home after being here and settled for 20 years, I think it's just not right. It's really painful.
While the book is now available on Amazon.com, Jenjen Furer says she's willing to take not just the book, but her story and her voice to Washington so that millions of others like her may find ways to bring their families back together in the land they now call home. Don Tagala, ABS-CBN News, New York.